Good day, everybody. So in this topic, I will present the latest developments and challenges in curriculum design, the current trends and issues in curriculum development. It aims to understand how education is adapting to modern needs and the future demands. So for us to be guided, this is our lesson objectives. So at the end of the lesson, you are expected to discuss the current trends and issues on curriculum and curriculum development. Second is to demonstrate knowledge on the competencies the future teachers should master and explain the theoretical basis of the competencies to be mastered by future teachers. So outcome-based education, or OBE, is a model of education that starts by clearly identifying the learning outcomes students should achieve by the end of course or program. Instead of focusing primarily on what teachers deliver, it centers on what students can demonstrate they have learned. OBE was popularized by William Spady in the 1990s and has since influenced global educational reforms. In OBE, all educational efforts, including lesson planning, assessment, and instructional strategies, are aligned to support the achievement of these desired outcomes. This means the teachers begin by asking, what knowledge, skills, and attitudes should students gain? Or why are these outcomes important for their future success? How can we facilitate learning effectively, and how will we know students have achieved the outcomes? So for the first question, what do I want the students to learn? So this question defines the intended learning outcomes. Teacher must identify the essential knowledge, skills, and attitudes that students should master by the end of the lesson or course. It requires clarity about educational goals and alignment with broader curriculum standards. Second, why do I want the students to learn this information? So this addresses the purpose and relevance of the content. It encourages teachers to connect lessons to real-world applications, student interests, and long-term benefits. Understanding the why helps in motivating students and guiding meaningful learning. Today's curricular practice has to address sustainable solutions from environmental problems, cultural diversity and global conflicts, and scientific breakthroughs to technological innovations. Hence, integrative approaches to the curriculum is necessary. There should be unity in core subjects where life and career skills are included. Curriculum now embraces interdisciplinary themes and other modern pedagogies for the development of timely essential skills. The 21st century curriculum is vastly different from traditional, content-heavy models. It embraces an educational philosophy that values not just academic knowledge, but also the development of critical life skills, technology use, and interdisciplinary learning. Some of the major trends shaping modern curricula include higher-order thinking skills, such as analysis, evaluation, and creation, which encourage learners to go beyond memorizing facts to applying and generating knowledge. Multiple intelligences acknowledge that students learn in diverse ways, some through visuals, others through movement, music, or social interaction. Integration of digital technology and media, which prepares students for a technology-driven society. Focus on multiliteracies, such as media literacy, it understands and critiquing media, ICT literacy, by using digital tools, and information literacy by finding and evaluating information. An ideal curriculum is more than just a list of topics to be covered. It is a well-thought-out plan that equips learners with the tools they need to thrive in the future. So there are key features. These include relevance. The curriculum must provide learners with knowledge, skills, and values that are applicable to real-world situations addressing global issues such as climate change, digital ethics, and cultural understanding. Second is it should be research-based. Curriculum development should be grounded in current educational research and best practices, ensuring it reflects the latest findings in cognitive science, pedagogy, and technology use. Third is collaborative and consultative. Effective curricula are created through collaboration among teachers, curriculum experts, community leaders, and even students. So this ensures it meets the local needs while also aligning with national and international standards. Fourth is the commitment to excellence and equity. The curriculum should set high expectations for all learners while providing support to ensure everyone can achieve regardless of socioeconomic background, learning styles, or disability. Educational leaders, especially teachers, must be equipped with a broad range of 21st century skills to effectively guide students through modern learning environments. Accordingly, the Singapore Ministry of Education classifies such competencies as life skills. So, these include flexibility and adaptability, adjusting to teaching strategies to student needs and unexpected challenges. Second is the initiative and self direction. So, by staying updated with new teaching methods without waiting for instruction. Third is the collaboration and teamwork, working effectively with other teachers, administrators, and students. Fourth is the leadership and responsibility, leading projects, resolving conflicts, and modeling positive behaviors. Fifth is the citizenship skills. These include the valuing diversity by recognizing and respecting cultural and individual differences. Seventh is the global awareness. So by understanding international events, cultures, and issues. Next is the environmental ethics and responsibility by teaching sustainability and responsible resource use. Howard Gardner, known for his theory of multiple intelligences, expanded his work in 5 minds for the future by proposing 5 types of thinking that individuals must cultivate to succeed in an increasingly complex world. First is the disciplined mind. So this focuses on mastery of a specific field or discipline over time. This requires sustained effort and deep understanding. Second is the synthesizing mind. It gathers information from various sources, makes connections, and creates meaningful knowledge. Third is the creating mind. It thinks innovatively and finds original solutions to the problems. The respectful mind. It appreciates differences in opinion, background, and ability. For example, working inclusively with peers from diverse cultural or learning backgrounds. Fifth is the ethical mind. It considers responsibilities to society and strives to do what is morally right. Creating mind, innovation is key in the 21st century. Learners need to move beyond absorbing existing knowledge and begin generating their own ideas. So this requires curiosity, experimentation, and the willingness to take risks. Next is respectful mind. With increasing globalization, classrooms are becoming more diverse. Learners must learn how to interact respectfully and productively with people from different cultures, religions, and perspectives. Next is the ethical mind. In a world where ethical lapses can lead to widespread damage, learners must internalize values such as honesty, fairness, and responsibility. So, Tony Wagner in the Global Achievement Gap argues that students today must master 7 survival skills to be competitive in the global economy. First is the students should a critical thinker and problem solver, not just finding the right answer but figuring out the right question to ask. Second is collaboration across networks and leading by influence. So, by working in teams, often virtually and leading without authority. Third is the agility and adaptability, by coping with constant change and learning new things quickly. Fourth is the initiative and entrepreneurship, by taking ownership of one's learning and exploring new ideas. Fifth is the effective oral and written communication, so by articulating ideas clearly and persuasively. Sixth is accessing and analyzing information, managing large volumes of information, and distinguishing fact from opinion. 7 is curiosity and imagination, being creative, asking questions, and thinking differently. Education 4.0 is a response to the Fourth Industrial Revolution, or the RI 4.0. It characterized by the advances in artificial intelligences, robotics, the Internet of Things, and big data. These changes are reshaping the world of work, and therefore the skills students need. Education 4.0 integrates technology deeply into teaching and learning. It promotes personalized learning, real-time feedback, competency-based assessments, and lifelong learning. Schools must evolve into learning hubs that prepare students for jobs that are increasingly digital and automated. With the efficiency of machines, routinized job can be done by machines with greater efficiency than human laborers. Some human laborers must be taught how to use the machines at their advantage, but machines lack important human characteristics such as creativity, flexibility, compassion, and empathy. School curricula then should focus on the development of these innately human characteristics of creativity, flexibility, and compassion and empathy. These are the 10 skills demanded by Industrial Revolutions 4.0 enumerated by the World Economic Forum. So the report was follows. Complex problem solving. So these tackle the real world problems with logical strategies. Next is critical thinking. Analyzing information deeply and objectively. Creativity, inventing new ideas and expressing unique perspectives. Next is emotional intelligence, by understanding and managing one's emotion and those of others. Next is the people management, so leading and motivating teams effectively. Judgment and decision making, informed choices based on evidence. Next is the cognitive flexibility, by switching between different ideas and adapting to change. So these are the competencies employers and communities increasingly expect from graduates. So in conclusion, in today's rapidly evolving educational landscape, curriculum development must continuously adapt to address emerging trends and pressing issues. Outcome-based education remains central, focusing on clear learning outcomes that guide instruction and assessment. The 21st century curriculum must cultivate critical competencies such as higher-order thinking skills, digital literacy, collaboration, creativity, and adaptability skills, vital for both learners and educators to thrive in a globalized, information-rich society. As emphasized by thought leaders like William Spady, Howard Gardner, and Tony Wagner, future-ready education must go beyond content mastery, instilling in students the ability to think critically, act ethically, and innovate responsibly. With the advent of Education 4.0 and the challenges of the fourth industrial revolutions, educators must embrace interdisciplinary approaches, integrate technology meaningfully, and develop curricula that are inclusive, research-based, and focused on lifelong learners. Ultimately, curriculum development is not just about responding to change, but shaping it, ensuring that education remains relevant, equitable, and empowering for all learners.